Hi, welcome back to Optum Community Centers. I'm Colette Norton. Joining me today is Jason Pullen, Certified Personal Trainer. Jason, what class do you have for us today?
Today we will go through a brief stretching routine targeting the major muscles of our lower body.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let you get to that.
Okay, thank you. Stretching consistently carries many benefits. It enhances mobility, it boosts blood flow, it increases range of motion, it eases muscle tension, and it can also reduce stress. When most people consider stretching, they only think about static stretching, but there are numerous ways to stretch. In today's video, we will do a brief stretching routine targeting the lower body, and we will use a sequence of stretching. First, we will do dynamic stretches to lubricate the joints and increase blood circulation. Then we'll do a foam rolling stretch where we will warm the muscles up and ease muscle tension. And then lastly, we'll do deep static stretches to lengthen the muscles and connective tissue and help increase range of motion. So let's go ahead and get started. We will begin with our hamstrings and calves, and we will do a dynamic stretch. I want you to place your right heel about a foot in front of your left toes. Put a slight bend in your back leg, and what we'll do is reach down like we're touching the ground and scoop up and bring our arms back overhead, and then repeat again. Really going through the full range of motion, lengthening as well as stretching out the hamstrings, making sure you are maintaining a good posture while performing this warm-up. And then from here, we'll switch legs and repeat. Let's put our left foot in front of our right, and with both hands, keeping our back in a neutral position, we're bending at the hips, reaching down towards the ground, and raising up towards the ceiling. Making sure you're breathing consistently on this dynamic stretch. Last one. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and make our way over to our mat. If you don't have a foam roller at home or wherever you are, you can use a tennis ball, a lacrosse ball. You can also use a hard plastic water bottle, such as a tumbler, as long as it can support your weight. Get in a seated position, our back upright. We're gonna put a bend in our knees, tuck our foam roller underneath, and I want you to slide it all the way up towards your bottom. Lay your legs on top. Place your palms behind your back, supporting your weight, and then you're gonna shift your weight over the foam roller. From here, you're gonna begin going back and forth slowly and consistently, really easing the muscle tightness. If you find any areas of tension or areas of tenderness, you want to hold it on top of that area for a few seconds, maybe 15 to 30, to really dig deep and ease the tense muscles. Once you have your hamstrings nice and warmed up, we'll sit back down on the mat and then scoot the foam roller down to our calves. And repeating again, we're gonna put our palms behind our back. We're gonna shift our weight on top of the foam roller and begin rolling our calves. For those who do a lot of walking and running, you will experience tight calves at some point. So foam rolling is an excellent way to ease tension in your calf muscles. I also want you to rotate your legs outward and inward to hit all of the different angles of that muscle. So we're gonna be slow and methodical with our foam rolling. We're also looking for tight spots, and we'll do a brief pause on the top. So we've done our dynamic stretch to increase blood flow. We've done our foam rolling to ease muscle tension. Now it's safe to go ahead and get into our static deep stretch. So we will stay in this position we're in now, back in an erect position. I want you to grab your towel, a medium length to long towel, or you can use a belt or a strap. Point your toes back towards your body, wrap the towel around the balls of your feet, and with both hands gripping the towel, I want you to hinge at the hips, trying to pull your chest towards your toes. And you will, at this point, begin to feel a real deep tension underneath your legs. And you would normally hold it here for about a minute or two. So we've thoroughly covered our hamstrings and calves. Now we're going to focus on our quads. So what we'll do is remain in the position we're in now. We're gonna grab our towel and wrap it underneath our left leg. Keeping our right leg on the ground, we're going to lean back, bringing our left leg with us. With this leg at a 90-degree angle, and our back rested firmly on the ground, we will fully extend our foot over our leg to where it is stacked on top. And when you're in this position, I want you to squeeze the front of your thigh. And then release, going through the full range of motion, but being in control the entire time. We don't want momentum. We don't want to just flop down like this. Everything needs to be controlled and fluid. And we'll do this a few times. Those of you following on video, you can repeat it between 10 to 15 times per side. We'll swap legs here. Again, keeping our left leg on the ground, we're going to roll back, bringing our right leg up. Stack your foot over your right leg, squeezing your front thigh at the top, and repeat. And really take your time and go through the full range of motion because this is a dynamic stretch. And stop. So from here, what we'll do next is we will roll over and we're going to get on all fours. I want your hands underneath your shoulders and I want your knees underneath your hips. Grab your foam roller, place it right on the front side of your thigh. And from here, we're going to shift our weight forward, laying on top of the foam roller, supporting our weight with our elbows and our toes. And then we will begin going back and forth, slowly and methodically, looking for tender spots or tight areas. And when you find a tight area, you need to pause and allow the foam roller to penetrate deep into the muscle. That's how it works, by getting deep and easing the muscle tightness. If you don't have any muscle tension, then you can simply just go back and forth for about a minute or two and just warm those muscles up to get it ready for the next stretch. So now we have the quads nice and warmed up. We have a lot of blood flow to the quads. Now it's safe to go ahead and do our deep static stretch. So what I want you to do is grab your towel and I want you to place it underneath your left knee. You can place your foam roller here for support or to help balance. We're going to bring our front leg in front. So if you'll notice, my front leg is bent at a 90-degree angle and my left leg is also bent at a 90-degree angle. And what we'll do from here is we're going to engage our core and squeeze our abs. If you envision that your pelvis is a wheel, what we're going to do is turn that wheel back and tuck our tailbone underneath. By doing this, you'll already start to feel a deep stretch along the front side of your left thigh. If you want to take it even deeper, then holding that position with the engaged core and the pelvis tucked, then you can scoot your entire weight forward, really allowing those hip flexor muscles and quads to stretch out fully. From here, if you want to take it one step further, you can raise your left arm and then reach to the opposite side of your body. And at this point, you will begin to experience a deep tension. Those following along on video, you would hold it there for about a minute. We'll repeat on the other side. So place the towel underneath your right knee, bring your left foot forward, both legs bent at 90 degrees. We're going to brace our core. We're going to tuck in our tailbone and then shift our weight forward, really getting deep in the front of our right thigh. From here, we'll raise our arm up and over. So we've gone through our hamstrings and calves. We've also thoroughly covered the quads. Now it's time to isolate and focus on the glutes. So what we'll do is do a dynamic stretch for the glutes. Go ahead and get back on all fours with your hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. And from here, we'll engage our core again. We're gonna raise our right leg off the mat, keeping our knee bent and our foot straight. We're gonna press our foot up towards the ceiling, squeezing our glute at the top. And then we'll repeat this a few more times, really driving it in and squeezing the glute at the top. And then repeat again. And then also we want to change and do the other side as well. Same thing, and engage our core, lift our left knee off the ground, keeping our knee bent and our foot flat. Raise our foot to where our foot is pressing against the ceiling, squeezing our glute at the top. And we'll go do this a few more times to really increase the blood flow and lubricate the hips well. So from here, I want you to grab your foam roller. We're gonna get back into our seated position. We're gonna have a slight bend in our knees. I want you to roll the foam roller right behind your lower back. Using your arms, I want you to shift your weight and pick yourself up onto the foam roller and use your ankles to pivot and begin rolling back and forth over the glutes. Now this is a very generic foam rolling. You're not gonna get deep in this position, but if you would like to take it one step further, we'll start off with our left side. What we'll do is cross our left leg over our right leg, placing our palm behind us for support, and we'll slowly kind of roll over to the side and really isolate the left side and allow that foam roller to penetrate deep in that glute muscle. And we will hold it here for about a minute to two. And we'll repeat on the other side also. So get back in an upright position, cross your right leg over your left leg, bend back for support, and then begin slowly going back and forth, letting the foam roller do its job, which is to ease muscle tension. And stop. So from here, we will lastly go ahead and do a deep static stretch for our glutes. This is a low stress stretch, and if you have lower back issues, it's good for that as well. So let's go ahead and lay back on the floor, back to the floor. And what we'll do is bring our right knee up towards our body, gripping it with both hands, while keeping your left leg firmly planted on the ground and keeping your lower back firmly planted on the ground. We want to bring that knee and drive it in as far as we can. For some people, this may be sufficient and you'll feel a deep stretch along the back side of your thigh here. But if you want to take this stretch one step further, keep your right hand on your knee, bring your left hand down to your ankle, and I want you to pivot your right foot towards the midline of your body. And as a unit, I want you to gradually bring your entire lower leg across your body while keeping your back firmly planted on the ground. Once you bring it across and bring it up, and at this point, you will feel a deep stretch along the back side of your thigh. Ideally, you would like to hold this position for anywhere between a minute or two, but you can hold it for longer if you need to. We'll relax and then repeat on the opposite side. Bring our left knee up towards us, grab with both hands, really drive it into our chest, feeling a deep stretch along the back side of our thigh. To increase the demand, let's go ahead and rotate that left foot towards the midline of our body. And then as a unit, we'll bring it all over and then up, really feeling a tight stretch along the back side of our thigh. Okay, so now we finalized our stretch, our lower body stretch. Thank you for joining me. If you're doing this routine at home, you can do it either before or after a workout, or you can do it as a standalone routine.